Hello! Today I would like to talk about hybrid work. Hybrid work is a super hot topic these days. Everybody's talking about hybrid work, but I truly believe that we should really get to the core of hybrid work and redefine it or define it here together. Why? Well, because I observe forums and I observe discussions of HR professionals, of people that sometimes still work from home, sometimes go to the office, and they say, well, we now work in the hybrid work model. And I look at that and I think like, no, that's not really true. So let's define hybrid work from scratch. So what does hybrid mean in its essence? It means that we're going to combine at least two, different sources, different things, different ideas, and make the best out of it, okay? So here in hybrid, we're taking apart from the remote first model, and then we're taking a bit from the office model, and then we have this mix, and then that's hybrid work, okay? As simple as it sounds, well, it's not enough. So in terms of hybrid work, we can have different approaches. So there is no one size fits all. There is no one hybrid, no recipe for the proper hybrid work model, okay? It can look different ways. So we can either have it this way that we are going to have a company in a certain area and that company is going to say, okay, we have our office, we are cutting down on the office space by 30-40%. That's what I've observed quite frequently. Within the past few months, many companies decide to go for that decision and they say, okay, so twice a week you'll be able to work from home and 3 days a week you'll have to come to the office, or the other way around, okay? So this already means hybrid, so it means sometimes in the office, sometimes from home, or sometimes remotely. We'll get to that in a second, okay? Another approach can be that we'll say, all right, so we have our office, but you never have to come to it if it's not necessary, only for collaboration. So it's going to serve us as a co-working space, okay? So whenever you feel that you want to collaborate with your colleagues, you're going to come to the office, or there's going to be a meeting, a brainstorm, teamwork, whatever, you come to the office. Any other than that, if it's not scheduled, you don't have to do that, okay? So this is the second approach. The third approach is that we may have some employees in our office forever, okay, like a security guard, or we may need, for example, a secretary, right? Positions like that just, it's relevant that they are in the office, okay? You don't need a security guard who works remotely. I mean, how would they react if something happens? It would be ridiculous. So those people work in the office. We can have some that jump in, okay? They appear in the office every once in a while. And we have the third category of team members that they work remotely forever. And I see this also a lot with companies that, especially in terms of IT experts, since we're observing a huge shortage of developers, IT professionals all around the world, no matter the region. And I can tell you that from my experience. So that's actually really happening. So we say, okay, you can work remotely because what matters with your work is the output. Some team members, project managers sometimes appear in the office, and other stuff, as I told you, appears in the office all the time. So you have a mix of remote, sometimes in the office, sometimes not, and people who are always in the office, okay? And then we can also have another approach where we can say, all right, we will decentralize our offices completely. We will start to hire on different talent pools. That means maybe in different countries, maybe in different areas, regions of a certain country, okay? And then we'll say, all right, so we have one smaller office here, one smaller office there, and other ones. So it's completely decentralized, and people come to the office every once in a while, but they can choose to which office they want to come to, okay? They want to go to. So there are tons of combinations, and each and every single combination is really going to reflect the business model of a certain company. But what is going to be the most important thing to make it work? We cannot, leave anyone out. So we need to make sure that the people who are not physically in an office one day, they're not going to get, the knowledge that they need, no updates, or we'll have a chit chat in the hallway and we'll just, somebody tells them sometime, whatever, and then they, are lacking crucial information. We can't let that happen, essentially. So we need to make sure that everybody's on the same page, and that's why every hybrid company should essentially have a remote first mindset. So all the processes, all the procedures, all the tools, everything should be digital so that everybody has equal access to it. All right. So it cannot be any other way. We cannot create chaos. So it is about optimizing everything that we have, optimizing the tools to really make sure that once we see one another, okay, then it's going to be justified, and we really need that human touch. We really need this brainstorm. We really need this collaboration to happen, and all the rest we can do a different way, okay? And depending on your growth and the strategy of your company, obviously your goals, your OKRs, KPIs that you have for the next months or years, okay, you can redesign your strategy, your business model into a hybrid one. And it's really important to stop saying that now companies that are getting ready to go back to the office in a couple of months, that they work in a hybrid way. This is not hybrid work. So hybrid work is a combination of the remote first model and the in-office model with a remote mindset, but embracing one-on-one cooperation or teamwork in real life. So together, physically appearing in the very same office when it's justified, okay? So I hope I clarified that for you. Let me know what it looks like in your companies and what your experiences are in terms of hybrid work. Thanks.